This is something that's called the curse of knowledge. It is when you operate from a perspective or a level of experience that the person you're talking to has never had. Therefore, they have a hard time processing what you're saying or really getting on the same page with you. How many times have you been talking to somebody, you were talking for a while, they're nodding the whole time, you think you know right, we're like, we're from the same planet, right? Okay. And you said it, and then you're like, I have no idea what he said, they don't know what you said. This is terrible, it happens all the time, doesn't it? It drives you nuts. It does, because if you stand in front of a coworker and an employee, if you stand in front of a client, a customer, someone like that, and you all can't get this thing lined up, that's a serious problem right there, you know. And I was always taught when I was growing up that, you know, if you're talking to somebody and you see them and they're nodding like this, that means they're paying attention, they like what you're saying. You know, I read a study recently, that's actually not true. You know what I found out? When somebody is nodding their head and they're smiling, what they're really doing is agreeing with whatever they're thinking. Now, y'all gotta think about this, right? They're agreeing with whatever they're thinking. And so you're up there talking like, yeah, you understand everything else, and they're like, man, this guy's an idiot, and right? No, this is what people do. And so they're nodding their heads. This happens, anybody that's in sales knows this happens all the time. They're nodding their head the whole time. You think you got the deal, I got this, we're gonna get down to it. It's like, no. We want two totally different pages. So it's not cool. So here's the thing about communication. People like to say, you know, it's your listening skills. You gotta be an active, engaged listener and things of that nature. You speak with clarity. Actually, it's a little bit more simple than that. It is, are you and the other individual that you're talking to really on the same page?
If you want to really influence people, you want to make them feel better and they can actually do something, you have to find a way to make them feel competent and like they're beginning to master something. How do you make somebody on your team feel competent or somebody you're trying to help out? Give me an example. What can you do to make them feel competent? Yes. Yes, provide opportunity to use their strengths, of course. What else? That's team building 101. You got to let people do what they need to do. What else? What else can you do to help somebody feel competent? This is very challenging sometimes. Feedback is good. People love that. What else?
Affirmation.
Like affirming what they did. Yes, what else? I call that praise progress, by the way. That means when somebody does something, even no matter how small it is, you need to do what? Praise progress. And I'm going to explain something to you in a second. Notice I said praise progress. I didn't say praise the person. Let me say this again. I said praise progress, I didn't say praise the person. Now, if you start praising people for who they are, you would think that's a good thing, that's good self-esteem. It's not really good in terms of getting them motivated and getting them to do what they need to do. You gotta praise the effort, not the person. I'm gonna tell you why, this is not on the paper, listen to it, I'll say it a couple times. You have to praise someone for what they do, not for who they are. Because it's easier to change what they do than it is to change who they are. Great leaders inspire effort because they always know you can go back to the effort. Even if the result wasn't exactly the way you wanted, you can always go back to the effort and make a few adjustments without insulting anybody. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the effort. There's a big difference, y'all got me?